Good evening, and Gunslinger Posse, whenever and wherever you are. This is Branded live from Matenga's Pizzeria for January 3rd, 2024. Our show tonight is D-71, 71 days until camp. That's 10 weeks, 71 days, 1,704 hours, 102,000 minutes. But who's counting? We are. He's Tom Manas, head coach and general manager of the San Antonio Gunslingers. I'm Ralph Judkins, and I'm all wound up and ready to go. So, Coach, let's go. We want to hear from you out there in the world. If you've got a question for Coach, put a Q in front of your name. If you're in Northeast San Antonio, it's just a short drive out here to Matenga's in Shirts. And if you're a player, we'd love you guys to chime in as well. Put in your name, position, and your hometown in the chat. And we're already getting contacts now. Mark Yamaguchi saying guns up to our fans. And, of course, Texas P out of Houston saying woohoo and Happy New Year. And somebody from somewhere around Jacksonville, Bob Book, saying Duval, so we know that's a Duval fan in the Eastern Conference. And Jordan Stubing, who's not present tonight, saying guns up, baby. Coach, how the heck have you been? The amazing part is Coach is on mute. Tell us how you've been, Coach.
I'm just amazed you can talk that long without breathing. No, good.
Breathe in through the top of the head, underneath the hat. That's how that works, Coach.
It was all good. Great holiday. Great to be back. Excited. This is the time where, I took my 2 weeks off for Christmas and New Year's, and now we're in it until August. So excited about getting everything together and getting the guys in and coaches in and doing all that. I saw Jordan's list, and I wanted to reach out to Jordan and his group. I posted today. They branded my car.
Oh, yeah, we should have got a picture for that to show everyone.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
It's online.
It's blue.
It's blue. It's all graphicked up really nice. They've got the branded logo on the back.
Yeah, it's got a familiar something looks like kind of like that on the backside.
It's good. It's good. And really nice job. And thanks again, Jordan, for you and your guys. Appreciate it. And always first class. So thank you.
Before we get to the start of our first quarter, Jim Renier checking in. New year, new season, Guns versus Sharks in Vegas. Well,
yeah, I mean, I'd love that. I'd love to
I'm pretty sure one half of that's going to happen.
I'd love Gibby to be in it with us.
Oh, absolutely.
No, Jim and I, we'll talk maybe once every few weeks, and we'll get on the phone. We'll talk for like 2 hours, like a couple girls, and we'll just stay on there and talk about football and life in general. And he's a great guy. We're going to have him on the show here in the next week or two.
Yeah, that's the plan next week.
He can give us some insight on the world of indoor football as a whole, and also unfiltered
opinion.
Yeah, unfiltered opinion, where I can't in some cases. He can.
Right.
So it'll be fun to have him on.
And we have other people checking in. Jay Washington, a longtime fan of the Gunslingers, checking in from Austin. Mark Yamaguchi, I think I mentioned he's out of Houston.
Yeah, Mark.
And Bob Book saying, I hope I pronounced that correctly, Bob. Hope you all had a great New Year and see y'all in Vegas.
I love that. Thank you. That's the plan.
That is
but we've got some work to do first.
Absolutely, and we'll get back to talk to you about that in a moment. You are watching Branded live from Matenga's Pizzeria in Shirts, Texas.
Are you tired of the same old chain pizza that tastes like cardboard? I thought we were done eating paper in school. Maybe not. It's up to you. At Matanga's, we bring you flavors that are authentically Texan. We're talking about fresh dough that we made in store every single day. We're talking about cheese that's shredded in store for that authentic cheese flavor. We're talking about brisket because this is Texas, y'all. We're talking about our Texas rolls. Can't get those anywhere else. We're talking about Texas ranch because when you put jalapenos and ranch together and you dip it in with pizza, just drink it. Lastly, we got a pothole pizza because we had to name a pizza after our roads. You know what I'm talking about. Can't wait to see you soon. Find a Matanga's near you.
Don't get left in the dark again. John Wayne has a full warehouse of standby generators ready for immediate installation. We'll keep the lights on, we'll keep your appliances running, even if you lose power. Call or text John Wayne today and don't pay anything until October 2024.
Spriester, Jimenez, Kasky, Ramirez.
Cars ramming into DPS troopers.
I do the behind the kitchen door.
Hear about the video of your DWI arrest?
Expect more at 10.
Tonight on the Night Beat.
Night on the Night Beat.
The Night Beat.
2023 has been a landmark year for the Indoor Football League. Our 15th season saw tremendous growth, both on and off the field. Bold steps towards a bright future, cutting-edge fan engagement, and powerful new partnerships. And we're just getting started. There will be more in 2024. Calculated growth, strong franchises, and the best indoor football on the planet. The IFL.
And welcome back to Matanga's Pizzeria here in Schertz, Texas. Ralph Judkins along with Tom Manas and you. Thank you very much for joining us here tonight. RJ Roundtree saying guns up. And I'm talking about them out there, Tom, because in our first 9 shows, just 9 shows of existence, including the famous one from, or infamous one at this case, from the basement, 10,500 views.
Yeah,
Thank
crazy.
you very much for helping make us and keeping us as the #1 show, coaches show in all of indoor football. Thank you. Wouldn't be possible without your support.
No, really, that's a testament to our fans, and we really, really appreciate that. That's, it's heartfelt because you think what we have to say is important enough to tune in, and we really do appreciate that.
Yeah, I never thought. I never thought.
I did.
Well, you did.
I did because of this fan base. I mean, I thought that just give them the opportunity to show their fandom, and they would step up, and they did. And
we're just getting started, really.
Yeah, I mean, the fun stuff hasn't even started yet because the players will be in town soon, and that's going to be a weekly occurrence. And, camp, talking about camp, we're going to have a lot of video clips of practices, games. We're going to have some key sponsors on that we're really excited about bringing on board, that our fans are going to enjoy their services as much as they enjoy ours. And just, keeping everybody abreast what's going on with John Wayne, what's going on with the Gunslingers, what's going on with our foundation that we're starting, all the different things. So it's going to be really well.
And we're talking about camp, and we're talking about practices.
Yeah.
For season ticket holders, some of those I think you're thinking are going to be open.
Yeah, I'm going to probably
events?
during camp, I'm going to probably have the majority of practices open. Period.
So they'll be able to come down,
Season
sit in the
tickets,
stands, and
not season ticket holders, anybody can come. And my plan is I want them to fall in love with not only indoor football, but I want them to fall in love with the players. And you can't do that, in a video clip. You can do that when you see them after practice, get a chance to talk to them, sign an autograph, get a wristband. If you're a little kid, it's a big deal. Those kinds of things. So.
And we haven't had any players. Hey, players, I don't know if you heard it in the opening. I said we'd love to have you guys chime in with your name, your position, and your hometown.
Yeah, just
I know Zach Brown's out there somewhere.
No, but I mean, just let the fans get to know you, and they want to friend you and they want to follow you. I tell the guys all the time, creating your own brand isn't my job. Creating your brand is your job. And so if you want to be a person of the community, if you want to be a person in the business acumen of things, you have to do those things. And I hope they take advantage of it. We're giving them a forum.
Yep, we're hoping so too. Our new platform now allows us to get comments over from Twitter.
What is that? Oh,
Twitter. Well, it was Twitter, now
Twitter.
X.
Ah.
We're actually able to get comments from there.
I
Haven't
mean-
had our first one yet, but we should.
We're on everything now, aren't we? I mean, Spotify
Yep.
and Facebook and YouTube. And are we on Apple?
I don't know. Jordan didn't tell me that, but we're
Okay, I
we're
think-
working on it.
I think
and-
we're on Apple here shortly. And, I mean, so no excuse not to watch the show.
And Zach, we were looking for your hometown as well. Mark saying how his holiday went. His wife gave him a shock collar for Christmas, so he'll try his best to do good. I don't know why she put it on me tonight.
Yeah, I know why.
Okay, this is like way too personal.
He's
We need to move
he's
on.
wound up.
He's wound up. Okay. So Jordan's chiming in. So Jordan's listening, says we're not on Apple yet, but coming soon. So
There you go.
Definitely confirmed. So back to the holiday thing. How was your holiday? I mean, you hurried back here in town.
Well, it was I wanted to come back and do the show. I was scheduled to come back on the 10th.
That was our original plan.
Yeah, and then I wanted to come back, and I was thinking about coming back and doing the show on today, the 3rd. And then what happened was I got an invitation to be the keynote speaker at the.
Oh, do you want to talk about that? Let's do that.
Well, we can just bring it up and then get into it a little bit.
Big game in town this
Right.
Saturday, the All-Star football game. There's actually 2 games
Right.
for the price of 1. Tickets are still available. It's at the Alamo Bowl.
Right.
You have the Texas All-Star game and the All-American Bowl.
Right.
But
now
before-
that's Saturday.
That's Saturday.
And on
But before-
Friday, we're doing a breakfast. It's the event breakfast, and it's going to have a lot of military theme to it. It's going to have a lot of the young ROTC kids. It's going to have military guys in it. It's going to have a bunch of different things. CEOs of businesses, big business partners. And I was asked to do the keynote speech on Friday. So I was going to come in anyway, so I figured come in 2 days early, get the show in, and it looks like the fans are happy we're doing it. Board's blowing up. We're getting a lot of people watching. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. And I encourage everybody, man, there's plenty of tickets left for that game, those games. Get on there, and you'll see some great football, some great young talent that you'll be watching in the next several years in the pros.
And some of those pro players have, in fact, chimed in. John Junn, quarterback from Spring Creek, Nevada, played at Montana Western, has made it into our message system.
Yes, sir. Good to hear from him.
And R.J. Roundtree, defensive back from Maryland.
Yes, sir. RJ. Yep. Great. And that's what we want to do is, like I said, just if you want to create your name in this community and you want to create the buzz about yourself, go ahead and do those things, and it's important.
More names popping in now. Justin Eddins saying something about MySpace. I'm not sure. MySpace is a bit out of date. Naquan Murray saying he can't wait for camp. Man, that's one face I'm looking forward to seeing in our camp.
Well, no different than anyone else, but he's special. I mean, let's call it what it is. He's a special football player and a special person, and excited to have him in town with the rest of the guys. Yeah, and I know they're all chomping at the bit because they all keep messaging me. So when do we report? When do we come in? When do we this? And I'm like, relax.
See the date. 71 days from now.
I'll see you on the
71
14th.
days from now.
But we're going to get into some more meetings, and I know the coaches have been working really hard on getting position groups together, and so that's starting already. And I'm finishing up the final drafts with Coach Fuller on the offensive playbook, and Coach McKinney and I are going to have the defensive playbook done here in the next couple weeks, and we're going to get special teams rolling here soon too. So,
Coach, I got to take a moment for Joe Ochoa saying thank you, Coach Manas, for coming to San Antonio, really bringing a first-class process and program to the Gunslingers, as well as to Don Rackler in the house for bringing you here and building this brand into a powerful IFL team and brand Guns Up. Well, I'd like to
really
have
kind words.
Thank you for the kind words, but I also want to show you the crowd in attendance here at Matangas. Folks, you're on camera. Let the world know. And Michael Wayne Davis chiming in and saying guns up. Zach Brown is so excited that he can't really type. He's saying, I definitely can't wait for camp. No, I meant can't wait.
No, I know what he meant.
He's keyed up.
He's worried about that dance-off we got planned.
Well, so we've made it through the holidays, and we've had a couple of the mom. Okay, Texas Pete's chiming in. Can you tell everyone about the Wife Mom podcast? I think we're talking about
RC's
podcast.
Yeah, RC does a podcast where she takes a wife, a mom, and she interviews them and kind of gets to know them and how they raise their son and/or they're married to them, and how they interact with them during football, and kind of
Susan was on there too.
Susan was on there, didn't embarrass me at all. I mean, thank God she had plenty of ammo. But
I learned a lot about Susan, her favorite cocktail.
Yeah,
something to do with ginger ale.
Yeah, Jameson's and ginger. But yeah, no, she. And matter of fact, Miss Susan's here. She came back with me.
Yeah.
And which is great. Her birthday is Monday.
No dates.
Oh no. So she came back, and she's going to get to go to the breakfast, and she came to the show, first time at the show, and so it's a great day. It's a great day.
I think she's enjoying herself.
She's sitting there with the power people.
Yep, and there are wine glasses present and cannolis, and
they're having fun.
It looks like a good time is being had.
Miss Stephanie and Miss Pam and Miss Susan and my princess right here, of course.
Well, I could put the camera on them, but I think they'd throw a cannoli at me, so I'm not going to do that. That's right. I have the controls.
No, it's okay.
I can do that. It's within the power.
All right.
Be nice
so where
to me.
we
That's
at?
all I'm saying. Well, other things that go on during the holiday is we were having a conversation, and you said you needed to put down the phone because the Rose Bowl was about to start. And it's not the Rose Bowl so much starting. It was the Rose Bowl ending. Have any feelings on that you'd like to share with us?
Well, I'm not. I mean, here's the thing on the Rose Bowl. I'm not a big Michigan fan, even though I live in Michigan. I have a great Michigan story about Bo Schembechler when he was the coach and he recruited me to go to Michigan, and it was kind of comical because my dad kind of asked him to leave.
Wow.
And it was not a good thing, but it was one that was two alpha males sitting at a table, one alpha male telling the other alpha male, we're going to redshirt your kid. We're going to make him third string. We're going to make him second string. We're going to make him first string, and then he'll go pro. My dad looked at him and he said, you don't know that. So what you're telling me is he's going to work his butt off for 4 or 5 years and play 11 games. And he said, well, no, if he can earn it. Back then, they had the JV and they had all that. So, and Bo was right. That would have probably been the smart path. I went another route, where I got to play a lot. So it was a good decision. But anyway, not a huge.
I'm making sure I don't get this right. You went to Kansas.
I went to Kansas State.
Right.
I like Jim Harbaugh. I like the University of Michigan. I like the alumni. I love that they're the winningest program in college football history. I like all that. I don't like the way their women drive cars because they all have those M's on their license plate. And they all have these big SUVs that they can't drive. I'm going to get in trouble for that, but that's okay.
I think you are.
But that's okay. Them in Michigan State, oh, God. So the thing about it is the way that game went down, let's not talk about Michigan. Let's talk about what happened in Alabama.
Yeah.
Okay. 5 sacks in the first half. Your center is having a meltdown, and there's no fire escape. And you don't pull him. And then you don't put your quarterback under center while he's going through this. And I know Nick trusts Coach Saban trusts his OCs and trusts that. That would have been a time that I'm sure Miss Terry told him when he got home, you effed up.
And Coach Saban owned it in the press conference immediately afterwards.
Because, he's going to do that because he's the classiest coach in the country. Okay. But the thing about it is I've been in those situations as a player where you can't do anything right. My first time we played LSU, in the Tiger Pit, and I went to get in my three-point stance, and I got down in my three-point stance. I was so friggin' nervous. I spit out my mouth guard, and then, like a dumbass, I reached down to pick it up, so I got
False start.
False start.
Yeah.
And then it was downhill from there. That was the highlight of my game.
Wow.
Okay? So what I'm saying is you're going to have games like that. I don't care how good you think you are. I don't care how good you are. You're going to have games where you're going to have a meltdown. That kid legitimately had a meltdown in front of 20 million people.
And Jim Renier's chiming in. Should I mention, well, we're going to put it on anyway because I mentioned it, that the Alabama starting center just entered the transfer portal this afternoon.
Yeah, and I think half of that's horseshit, and the other half's real. I'm not sure if that's real or not real. And what I'm saying, though, is the fact that if that kid felt like changing teams is going to save him,
No.
you're okay. I'm not going to go to Alabama. I'm going to go to Middle Tennessee. What does that say about you? They didn't force him to go into a portal.
Right.
Alabama's not going to say, we're going to take your scholarship away and put you in a portal and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. They're not going to do that. They're going to let him compete next year for his job again because that's how Coach Saban is. Okay? But the same thing he did in the championship game with Hurt, when he pulled Hurt at halftime, is exactly what he should have done with his center at that moment. And he should have they should have made the adjustments in the blocking scheme to create the run game from under center until the center got comfortable and warmed up doing that. But if you watch film, if you watch the game, I've watched the game twice now, that center, every time he had to go left or right, his snaps were bad because he was so nervous about not giving up a sack that he forgot to get the ball back safely, which is the number one function of a center. There's only two people on a football team that can lose a game for you. And that's the center and the quarterback. And that's because they touch the ball every single play.
Right.
Okay? So if one of those two or half of that equation isn't working, you got to fix it. And damn be pride.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I love you, kid. You're out. And you'd have probably saved him. You'd have probably saved his career. I got this kid going out for golf next summer.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, that's like...
Mark Yamaguchi agrees with you.
Okay, and it's the other kid. What about the kid on the field on the punt that fumbles the punt on the 2-yard line? You think that kid's getting laid next year? Come on.
I think he's got more important things.
I mean, seriously,
more important things to worry about. But
no, he ain't. I'll tell you that right now. They probably got for sale signs all up and down on his stuff right now. Right? They're not. I mean, that poor kid. The second he dropped the ball, his face was like on.
Yeah.
A most wanted poster, right? And again, pure luck. It's not 2 points, and then we're not even having this discussion.
Right.
I mean, this is what happened throughout that whole game. So,
want to take a break here in the middle of the first quarter.
Sorry about my language,
for
everybody, by the
quick
way.
commercial here from Jordan Stubing, saying new merchandise is coming soon. Long sleeve jerseys, hoodies, new hats, and much anticipated new player jerseys. Please stay tuned. Also a check-in from Quante Battle, defensive back from Baltimore.
Yep, Mr. Battle.
And Battle is one of the first players to do exactly what you asked there, Coach. He asked for a name, position, and hometown. Just wanted to...
Defensive guy.
Yeah.
What can I say?
He got it right. And Mark saying he just got zapped by the shot call.
Yeah, Mark,
All right.
you're going to be dead by the end of this.
So moving on to the second half of the first quarter, Lions versus Cowboys. It was not a good week for fans from Michigan.
Well,
I mean, it's
sure it was.
Rose Bowl, yeah, but the Lions.
Oh God, they got so screwed, right? I mean, when and then to try to qualify it, that's the comical thing. Let's qualify it. Well, he was uncovered. Oh, well, he was covered. Oh, well, he was this, he was that. It takes nothing away from the fact that slappy ref did not acknowledge Decker's comment that he was in as an eligible receiver. 70 was 10 yards away when Decker told him. Right? And then to take it away. Listen, if Tom's listening in the IFL, if any officials are listening, they coach high school football, college football, whatever. I've been doing this a long time, and I'll tell you what, the best official is invisible.
Shouldn't impact the game at all.
He does not impact the outcome of a football game.
Right.
You just can't do that. And if you're so, we're worried about football players having CTE. This ref has to have CTE because he couldn't remember to go from Decker's comment and tell the defense that he was eligible, which was probably 6 yards away. He didn't want to be bothered.
I thought I saw footage that happened.
Well,
that he walked over towards Dallas.
Okay, so how many Dallas guys came over and said, "Oh no, he told us he was eligible"?
Well, they're not going to.
No, right. And the thing about it was we're watching the game at home and we're like, "Oh crap, Dan, just kick the field goal, or the extra point. Just kick the extra point." I would have kicked it. I wouldn't have went for 2. I'd have kept playing. Showed confidence in my team that way rather than, big risk taker guy. But he doesn't kick. Okay. We get pushed back. He still stays with the 2 after the second time. Why not kick then?
Right. It's
okay.
no longer.
We already got screwed.
The math is bad and it got worse.
Everybody's like, and Golf played pretty well, but that pass was garbage at the end. He puts it on the outside shoulder. He's in for a touch, the 2-point. When you got the penalty, you're backed up. You're now 10, 12 yards away. Just kick the ball. Keep playing, and I don't get it. But, hey, he makes $5 million. I don't. So
for now.
Well, they love him. And I get it, but, there's a time to put the pride aside.
Mark agrees with me. We have run long. We have goals that we wanted to meet in our quarter here. Mark did want to finish by saying why the referee's so confused and inconsistent this year. And I want to close out with another player, Nick Smith. First of all, our first player from Brooklyn, New York, and he's the first person ever to join the show via X, Twitter. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate it, representing the Twitter crowd out there. And
awesome.
That'll do it for our first quarter. We'll be back with the second. You're watching Branded live from Matenga's Pizzeria.
Hey San Antonio, are you tired of the same old chain pizza that tastes like cardboard? I thought we were done eating paper in school. Maybe not. It's up to you. At Matenga's, we bring you flavors that are authentically Texan. We're talking about fresh dough that we made in store every single day. We're talking about cheese that's shredded in store for that authentic cheese flavor. We're talking about brisket because this is Texas, y'all. We're talking about our Texas rolls. Can't get those anywhere else. We're talking about Texas ranch because when you put jalapenos and ranch together and you dip it in with pizza, just drink it. Lastly, we got a pothole pizza because we had to name a pizza after our roads. You know what I'm talking about. Can't wait to see you soon. Find a Matenga's near you.
Don't get left in the dark again. John Wayne has a full warehouse of standby generators ready for immediate installation. We'll keep the lights on, we'll keep your appliances running, even if you lose power. Call or text John Wayne today and don't pay anything until October 2024.
Spriester, Jimenez, Kasky, Ramirez.
Cars ramming into DPS troopers.
I do the behind the kitchen door.
Hear about the video of your DWI arrest?
Expect more at 10.
Tonight on the Night Beat.
Night on the Night Beat.
The Night Beat.
2023 has been a landmark year for the Indoor Football League. Our 15th season saw tremendous growth, both on and off the field. Bold steps towards a bright future, cutting-edge fan engagement, and powerful new partnerships. And we're just getting started. There will be more in 2024. Calculated growth, strong franchises, and the best indoor football on the planet. The IFL.
And welcome back to the second quarter. On the stage in front of us here, it's supposed to be the second quarter there. Chewy Garcia, the winner of the extremely limited edition at Gunslingers Cowbell. It is so limited, it was meant to be sold at that home playoff game that did not materialize last year. for some reason. You know why. Anyway, welcome back to
we'll
Brandon.
Order some more.
Yeah, we're definitely going to need to be ordering more playoff merchandise coming up soon. But one organization or two organizations that won't be ordering playoff merchandise specifically related to them. So we heard that the USFL and the XFL collectively folded and merged into something called the UFL.
I mean, the thing that's remarkable is
his reaction's priceless, folks.
Both of them had TV deals, and everyone says you can't survive spring ball without these major TV deals. And I think one TV deal lost $25 million, the other one lost upwards of $50 million when you put it all together. Out of the team surviving, you got 4-4. I'm glad to see Wade Phillips is here in San Antonio. I have nothing but respect for Wade. I think he's one of the greatest coaches, defensive minds. I learned so much from him on the 3-4 defense in my career. He's fantastic. I wish everybody well, but I don't see it. I'm sorry. I don't get it.
Well, Texas Pete says technically, yeah, correct. They did not fold, but they are folded into a different organization.
Oh, come on. If you didn't fold, you'd have kept one name, right? And you could have threw XFL out. They were broke. I mean, they had nothing left, right? And you could have kept it the USFL. I would have loved it to stay the USFL. So that thing would have, kept going. But, yeah, they folded it in. Thank you, Mama. Appreciate it.
As Susan delivers the beer, gives us a chance to check in with Quan No Chance Stallworth, checking in saying guns up.
Guns up.
And Texas Pete did have a question. Will the IFL still have the partnership with the UFL like they did with the USFL and IFL? And
well,
I'm not sure. Do you know anything on that?
No, well, let's talk about that. Okay. I don't know that there's a definite partnership with one or the other, but I'll tell you this. If you're good enough to play, they're going to find you, okay? There doesn't have to be a partnership. There doesn't have to be it's great that you have them, and I'm not taking anything away from, what the IFL's built, but I tell these guys all the time, if you're good enough to play, they're going to find you. I mean, they will find you. And if we give them a big enough stage here in San Antonio, I'm pretty confident that a couple of our guys will easily get asked to move up. But I will tell them this. I wouldn't be anxious to go to the UFL. I don't think that's the second coming.
It's an 18 league.
I think take your film directly to an NFL camp or a scout, and if you're good enough to play, he's going to see that in you, right? He's going to see that. I don't know, playing in a league that's patchworked is really going to be your calling card and your entree into the NFL. I mean, hey, God bless you. If you come in through the CFL, UFL, IFL, NAL, CIF, Bob's League, I don't care where you come in from, then great. God bless you. But if you're coming here to San Antonio to play, you have one mission, that's to win a championship. It's not about moving up or moving down. And then whatever happens off of that, God bless you, we'll support you. But that's your job, is coming here and win a championship.
Jason Wayne agrees with you, saying hello from Oklahoma, and saying indoor football is so much faster than outdoor. If you can play indoor, then you can play, period. End of discussion.
Not true. Not true.
Well, he's an indoor football fan. Jay Washington, another indoor fan.
No, but what I'm saying is if you can play great indoor football, it doesn't necessarily mean that equates to outdoor football. And I could take some NFL guys that couldn't play a lick of IFL football. I'll tell you what, I made this point, and I'll say it again. My 2022 team, if you'd have put my 2022 team, Iron Man, against not maybe your top 5, but an NFL team to play our game, we'd win.
Right. And then the same thing would be true if
they'd kill us by 1,000.
But
right.
Yeah, because it's a different game.
It's a different game.
It's a different
game. Right.
Quante Battle saying that there is one goal, and that would be a trophy. Absolutely. Appreciate it.
Defensive guy. I can keep saying that.
Jim Mernier saying XFL USL lost around $90 million. What happened when you pay the networks to put your games on television. And that's, I think, why the IFL has been very, very cautious about and moving slowly on those deals for years.
Well, Jim has an insight that few people have because he has connections like with CBS Sports, and he knows guys that he can talk to on a daily basis if you chose to. And he shared some of that information with me privately, and I'm not going to share it because I gave him my word I wouldn't. But yeah, you don't want to ever pay for content. You don't want to be paying content or giving free content. The idea is that you want to be compensated through your commercials, your sponsorships. You want the entire process to benefit from it, not
The
just
deal's
a
got to make
network.
sense for everyone, not just one side.
I mean, I can get us on CBS Sports right now. Just give me $160,000 a game,
Right. And
and
that's
we'll be on TV.
and
Big
another
deal. What's that going to do for you?
and another
It's
league.
going to make you broke by the end of the year. So,
Speaking of broke, another league that existed once upon a time, something called the AAF,
I love those
collapsed
guys.
a couple years ago. And why do we love the AAF so much now, Coach?
well,
Now, we're not joking here. We really, really love the AAF
I will tell
for
you
a
this.
real big reason.
It's a great story because I got a phone call from James who said he just talked to Don, and Don sent an email, and he said, hey, there's going to be this auction, and I think it's this pro football team that went out of business, and you guys might be interested in this.
Pro football team.
So James and I, we load up in the pickup truck, and we drive to this warehouse in the middle of nowhere downtown, and we walk in, and it is full from the floor to the ceiling to the walls to this, probably 10,000 square feet, just football equipment. And I said, this ain't a team, this is a league. And sure enough, it was all their stuff. Now, when they started that league, you got to remember, they wanted to be the next NFL. So they had Luck as the commissioner, and they had all these big name coaches, and they had all this. So they went on a spending spree. And I mean, everything that you could want. All I'm going to say is this, for our owners, Don and James, we have more stuff than NFL teams do. We really do.
And we didn't pay anywhere whether an NFL team pays for
I'm not
it.
going to get into that. I'm just going to say I've been around pro football for 40 years, and I've never seen a team have more tools at its disposal than we have now.
Tools, not toys. Tools.
No, I'm talking, here, let's be simple about things. Like most of these teams around the league, they're going, oh, how many pairs of shoulder pads should we have? How many, do we have enough? How many this do we have? How many that? We probably have 150 pairs of brand new shoulder pads.
And we don't need 150.
Well, maybe. No, I'm just saying is that it's nice to have them, right? And then what we don't have, we have the option then through our foundation, through our other things, we can sell them, we can gift them, we can do some other things.
Right.
But I'm talking jugs machines, the throwing machines?
Yes.
We have 2 of those. Every quarterback teaching tool, we have at least 1 of them, probably 2 of them. Pop-up dummies, I bet you we got 40 of them. Step overs, practice pads, girdles, towels. We got more towels than Macy's. We got towels. Okay, we got all this great stuff, and it's all a testament to our ownership. And I say this, and I continue to say this, is that they literally put their money where their mouth is. They do. And they do everything first class. And so all of our team coming in is going to be inundated with this incredible stuff. Sleds. There's no indoor football teams that have sleds. We have 5.
Wow.
We have chutes. We have everything that you can imagine. And I'm talking the best of the best type of equipment. That's NFL caliber.
And not even gently used. This is brand new because it was never distributed because
or maybe a piece was used for 3 games.
And that's it.
At practice. So everything that we have, that goes to, I'm talking about our new practice facility. We've talked about it. Everything's going to be there. We're in the process of building it out now, getting things rolling. And, I go to work there every day. I love it. It's a great place. And medical equipment. We bought probably tens of thousands of dollars worth of medical equipment. That's brand new, still in the wrappers for our players to make sure that they get the best of care. Ice tubs, for soaking post-practice. We have 5 300-gallon tubs.
Wow. No waiting.
Right. I mean, it would have been easy to buy one and say, no, that's enough. No, we want to make sure everything is there for them. And I haven't had a chance to show the players yet, obviously, because we're not in camp. But when they come in, I mean, here, I'll give you another one. Hey, Don, do you think we could have something for the guys to do while they're here if they're waiting for their buddy to get a treatment? Oh, yeah, I'll give you an outdoor pool table. Really? Yeah. And what's that cornhole thing? We're going to have cornhole out there. Put a basketball hoop up. So we want the players this is their house. And we want them to feel like that. We want it to be the best practice, football headquarters, merchandising, ticket sales, all under one roof, medical care, practice field, practice stands, pregame parties, all those things under one roof. And if you know anything about the Racklers and the Steubings, it's going to be first class. So excited for it to get done.
I'm excited too, but I am excited to talk about the roof that we are under. When we come back to the third quarter, we will have not only Matt, but we will have Enga of Matanga's Pizzeria.
Yeah.
When we return, you are watching Branded live from Matanga's Pizzeria in Schertz, Texas.
Hey San Antonio, are you tired of the same old chain pizza that tastes like cardboard? I thought we were done eating paper in school. Maybe not. It's up to you. At Matanga's, we bring you flavors that are authentically Texan. We're talking about fresh dough that we made in store every single day. We're talking about cheese that's shredded in store for that authentic cheese flavor. We're talking about brisket because this is Texas, y'all. We're talking about our Texas rolls. Can't get those anywhere else. We're talking about Texas ranch because when you put jalapenos and ranch together and you dip it in with pizza, just drink it. Lastly, we got a pothole pizza because we had to name a pizza after our roads. You know what I'm talking about. Can't wait to see you soon. Find a Matanga's near you.
Quality. Here at John Wayne, it's not just a word, it's our foundation. From the people we employ, to the service that's provided, to the equipment that we design and install, quality matters. For nearly 20 years, providing quality Texas comfort to the San Antonio area communities has been our highest priority. Right now, get a complete new system with affordable monthly payments from $72, plus get no interest and no payments for 12 months. For quality you can count on, call John Wayne today.
Welcome back to Matanga's Pizzeria for the start of the third quarter. While we were away, Cindy won a koozie here. Hold on, hold on, we'll get you there. There it is. There's the koozie. There's Cindy.
Those are great, yeah.
And if you were here next time, it could be you. So come out to Matanga's in Schertz for the show. And we're on track to have the show every Wednesday now through the beginning of August, we believe, we hope. We'll have a reason anyway. And with us tonight is Matt and Inga of Matanga's Pizzeria.
How's it going? So glad to be here.
Going great. So why'd you jump on board with us and be part of this crazy show?
Well, for one, we're crazy, so it fit right in. I think our values and principles when we had talked really aligned with gathering people together, entertainment, and good fun for the family. It really matters. I mean, pizza goes so well with that. So that seemed like the most important thing. And when we saw those values align, we're like, let's do it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know, we're here to serve our guests. We serve a lot of families with kids, and we just felt like we wanted them to be exposed to what you all do with the San Antonio Gunslingers, and then we think that we would be good fit for who you all serve. So we thought all together we wanted to be a win-win, where we can reach new demographics, new people, and then you all can reach new people, our customers. So,
and we're reaching new people with the sport of indoor football. Have you all seen? Have you been to? Did you get to come to a game last
Matt
year?
was in the last.
I did not invite Hingham to that game. I think she was working or something. But
Okay.
yeah,
I let
go
him
figure.
go. I was
Yeah,
working instead.
I was out having a good time. Yeah, I took one of our sons. He's over there somewhere, and we made it to the last game of the season. And
Oh, wow.
we had not been. I had not even heard of it really until that game. I'm like, oh, we got to go. And we had a great time. Like, he still sleeps in that T-shirt that he won from the T-shirt cannon. So he loved it.
Oh, wow.
I enjoyed it very much. And so it worked.
It definitely is fan friendly. I mean, once you get a little taste of it, you got to get more. And it's kind of like your pizza.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the first time I had I want to just take a second because I've lived all over North America. And I'll tell you what, I said it to him the first day. I'll say it again. It's the best pizza in all of San Antonio for sure, bar none. It is 100%.
Thank you, sir.
And it's the atmosphere too. It's got that little Italian kind of, pizzeria style where you come in and it's got the checkered tablecloths and people are talking and having fun and the beer's cold, the pizza's hot, and I encourage you if you haven't gotten one yet. And every time you post something, I'm always the best.
Thank you. Thank you so
because
much.
it's true. It's true. And I mean, you don't want to eat that Domino's crap and all that
Cardboard.
other stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's just
That's what Matt says in the
This
ad,
is a
cardboard.
homemade. This is a
It
homemade
might make
pie.
you sick.
Yeah, it's a homemade pie. Why wouldn't you want to have it? We're really lucky to have you. I got to ask you though. So we're trying to always come up with creative ideas. Do we want to talk about the box?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Why
Okay.
not?
Well, I'm going to let you do it, but they came up with an idea that I think is just fantastic, and I want our fans to know about it and get ready for it because it's getting ready to launch here not too long. So go ahead. Why don't you tell us about it?
So as part of our marketing, we wanted to do something different that nobody else has. And so we looked at pizza boxes, where can we get some, and came up with a design so that when you open the box, it's going to have a San Antonio Gunslinger character there, and you can eat the pizza and use it as your bib. So I don't know if we could get one. We don't have any yet. The Gunslingers boxes are still on order.
You've got great people that are already on top of it.
But they take pictures
shooting
too,
for
right?
those.
Yes.
Right? So they take pictures of those,
Yes.
post them on social media,
Absolutely.
showing that they're in partnership with us. Oh, this is great.
And look at that, delivery.
There you go.
Perfect.
Well, that's a small
So,
one. Yeah, but different
this is
one.
a small one. So we're going to get a football suit. I think we used all the football boxes already.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have one? Yeah, that'd
I
be
don't know.
great.
They're working
So-
on it.
Yeah, we're getting more boxes. But there's going to be a Gunslinger uniform so when you're eating pizza, I don't know about y'all, but for me, if I'm eating pizza, there is grease on my shirt right about
One
here.
man, one pizza.
Yeah. Well, if
One
we're
man, one
sharing,
pizza.
maybe you pass it
The
around.
sharing, we order another pizza. That's sharing between guys when it comes to pizza.
Right.
But the
220s.
real thing is the picture.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be
So-
fun. There'll be a QR code and everything for the schedule. And
Yeah, this tears right here. It tears, and you put your head in here. We get a lot of families who post already pictures of that. So we're going to get a custom San Antonio Gunslinger exclusive.
That's great.
These pizza boxes here.
I was hungry.
So,
I've
Seemed like
seen
a
the
good
mock-up of the jersey and stuff. It's fantastic. I mean, it's really a cool thing. And in addition to all this good stuff, in addition to having us in your home, okay, you're also going to be the sole provider for our players and our visiting teams, right?
We're going to make sure they're well fed.
Can't thank you enough.
The best
and
San
guys,
Antonio has to offer in pizza.
I mean, think about that, right? And trust me, I've been to arenas where they throw a 4-hour-old Domino's at you and get you on a bus and say good luck to you. And we're just not going to do that. We just refuse to do that. So we have them.
Oh, we
and-
want to show the large. Are you going to show the
No,
large?
no, no. It's just because it's a different thing. But
It's all right.
But the thing about it is,
We used all the other generic football ones. Now we're getting a cool one. The
The
next
cool
one's going to be
we're
great.
just waiting for that
but
one.
these are the guys that are going to be feeding the entire IFL at one point.
Now, Jay Washington is
So excited for that.
Is up in Austin. Y'all are expanding aggressively. Any plans real soon to be in Austin, or Jay going to have to wait till he comes down to our game?
He's going to have to come visit us down here for
Okay.
right now. Austin's a ways away, actually.
But talk to us about one of the things that got me fired up was that you didn't blink when you said about your expansion and how your plan is, and you're kind of like I am, where I say if you don't like what we say, come beat us, right? And I kind of like that attitude that you have too, that we're going to expand despite this. You may be there, we're better than you, we're going to go there. How many locations is the plan? What's the grand scale of things?
Yeah, so the plan right now is 65 to 75 locations in the greater San Antonio area. We want to be known as San Antonio's favorite pizzeria for everybody and everybody coming. And so, I mean, that's the goal. That's the vision. And then take San Antonio worldwide. San Antonio, I mean, we've got Whataburger's gone out from here. We have Jim's, Bill Miller, H-E-B. There's nobody in pizza.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what. If you want to build one of these,
who would you think of?
Interesting market and analysis.
There's nobody in pizza.
There's nobody in pizza.
And I love the city of San Antonio. I mean, San Antonio is great. We moved here from New Mexico. I'm from Orange County, California. So San Antonio
from
is
behind the orange curtain, folks.
But I'll tell you this. I'll say this.
Southern California,
I'll say this
myself,
publicly
whole nother
too.
story.
If you guys ever want to build one of these out bigger, I want to partner.
You got it.
I'm
Sounds
serious
good.
because you could do something like that and expand this out and make it a bigger, full-fledged dine-in pizzeria with carry-out and the whole bit. You want to do that? I'm in. You just call me.
Yep.
Because it'll work.
will.
It will work here. There's no place to go. There's literally no place to go. And to go, just to go, is one thing. To go and to go someplace where the food's as good.
Right.
And I've had a lot of it. I mean, not just the pizza. Miss Susan came and you got to try the Zeppelis, and she wants. I want cannolis too, and can I get the salad? And can I? We love this stuff. So it's the spaghetti, it's the food, it's the appetizers, it's the desserts, it's everything. So I hope people keep supporting you and supporting us, and anything I can do, we can do as an organization. We're all about it.
I did want to give a shout out to our team. We do have a great team. We have our servers, we call them our gems out here, and they genuinely love serving people. So we just love to see the dining room is full and see all the happy faces, people enjoying food. I mean, what is life?
Food.
Yep. And gathering with
My
your
family
loved ones.
was in the restaurant business for 50 years.
Wow.
So I will tell you that there's no better time spent with family than over a table.
That's for sure. Absolutely.
So I agree, 100%. Well, did you guys have anything else you wanted? Well, you got to mention the kids. You got to give out the kids' names.
Just
Our
a couple
children?
of them?
Yeah.
All of them.
Luke. We have our son Luke. He's 12.
There you go.
Our son Mark. He's 10. We have our daughter Hannah. She is 6, and we have a 3-year-old. So we love families with kids because obviously we got a lot of them.
Well, the day you came into the office, you brought the whole crew.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for being
good.
gracious and
No,
allowing us to do that.
They were there to go,
Okay, we'll
play
say
with
it again.
footballs and
God, family, football, in that order, and that will never change. So that goes for our players, our coaches, our fans, and all these beautiful kids. We want them to be a part of this.
Absolutely. We're incredibly excited for this partnership, and we're constantly looking for ways how we can, again, serve you guys, get more exposure, get more families into the, to come to the games, enjoy the games, and that is our
the
intent.
amount of people I've already talked to about, hey, are you going to a Gunslingers game? We're going to make sure there's pizza. And have you heard of the Gunslingers?
Well,
yes. When was the last time you went to the game? No. Why not? And now you need to go.
We need to collaborate on a Gunslingers pizza. And
Yes.
just have it.
Do you have
be
any
the
suggestions?
Gunslingers, huh?
You have some suggestions for
I've
it?
We're
got
talking
a
about
lot.
spinach, feta, and
No, I'm talking about maybe a Detroit
That was the
style
Manas.
square.
Yeah, that was the Manas.
You know,
a lot of
something,
meat, probably.
Yeah, with a lot of meat on it. Yeah.
Yep.
No, just whatever. Just something that the fans, maybe, that could be a fun contest.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can
We
get
could do
folks
that
to-
online
yeah.
and let the fans vote for what kind of pizza they want to
Well,
be called
Texas
the
Pete is a
Gunslinger.
question that I have a question. Are we going to be selling Matanga's Pizza at the game?
We are
Working on
well,
that?
we have a pizza trailer, so we can.
I don't know
Okay.
if the Coliseum will let us
But-
at
Right.
this point yet, but that is a question we've asked. I don't know where we are.
But pre-game
Right. Pre-game would
At the
be
facility.
at the facility as part
would
of the
be a
tailgate.
great opportunity to sell
heck
pizzas
yeah. Oh, heck yeah.
before people leave to go to the game. They could have a nice slice.
And we do have a food trailer for that.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, that would be a perfect
Yeah.
synergy. So we're going to make sure y'all get a chance to try. But the best way to try is come on out on a Wednesday and enjoy a slice or 2 or 3.
Or a whole pizza.
Or a whole pizza. or even if you don't have the time, come by, take one home, and enjoy it and watch the show from your house.
Yeah, and this location is just off of I-35. I don't know what was the name of the gentleman from Austin. I mean, it's straightforward.
Just come down, 3009, hang a right, and second light, hang another right past the Walmart.
Hey,
you're here.
In fact, if he comes
More or
next
less.
Wednesday, I don't know what his name was. I mean, we'd get him a free pizza.
Wow.
Did you hear that?
I don't.
Did you hear that?
If he still is live.
Did you hear that, Jay? We're talking to you, Jay.
Jay
Washington. Jay
okay,
Washington.
You got it. Jay,
you got a free pizza, but you got to
we got
come
a
on
free
down.
hot and free pizza waiting for you.
You have to come
Now, we
Wednesday.
do have somebody else from Austin we might be able to drag down for that as
if
well.
somebody comes-
He's coming down this weekend.
Oh, he is?
Well, he's going to be here Friday.
Oh,
actually.
we got to bring him in. We're talking about DJ Myers.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know if we'll have time for that, but we will definitely.
Well-
He's going to be a guest on the show multiple times during the year, so
Gotta love
he'll
DJ.
be here eating for
I
sure.
did have a question we're completely unplanned for. He was talking about buying in. Are you looking for investors? And if so, how would they contact you? If somebody watching our show, we have a lot of people watching the show, was interested in learning more and investing in this, either as a franchisee or otherwise, go ahead and tell the world.
Well, we are open to that. Probably in the next 12 months, we're going to be in a good position for that.
Okay.
But we would like to obviously find partners that this would be a good fit for them and for us.
Right.
So this also is a process.
Oh, absolutely.
Business decisions are a form of a partnership, just like you get life partners. Business is similar. So we definitely would want to meet those individuals. If Matt and I are always open to, if anybody who's interested, wants to have lunch with us or something, we'll happy to have a conversation. So,
is there a phone number they should call into? Because I
sure,
don't
they
think
can
I
email
don't
Matt. Matt at Matangas, MATT at Matangas.
Notice how quickly I got that.
Yeah, he does that to me all the time.
There's a story I did last time I did this. He had 100,000 emails.
I had 10. This is no joke. He gave out my email. I'm surprised he didn't give out my home phone number.
No.
He gave out my email.
I
had, and Susan will attest to this, I had 10,130 something odd emails the next day.
Okay.
And I thought, I don't even know 10,000
let it
people.
there's probably some people
remember I showed you and I said, what am I going to do
trying
with
to
this?
sell them aluminum siding.
Yeah, they were. I can get a walk-in bathtub. Yes, that's it. But no,
You'd be surprised how little it costs.
Hey, thank you so much for everything you're doing.
Thank you, guys.
We look forward to just continuing to cultivate the relationship, and I encourage everybody. It's kind of like IFL football, indoor football. Go to one game, you're gonna fall in love with it. Come here once, you're gonna fall in love with it. You really are. It's the best pizza in San Antonio.
Thank you all so much.
Well, thanks for being on, guys. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back for the second part of the third quarter. When we return, you're watching Branded live from Matanga's Pizzeria in Schertz, Texas.
Hey, San Antonio, are you tired of the same old chain pizza that tastes like cardboard? I thought we were done eating paper in school. Maybe not. It's up to you. At Matanga's, we bring you flavors that are authentically Texan. We're talking about fresh dough that we made in store every single day. We're talking about cheese that's shredded in store for that authentic cheese flavor. We're talking about brisket because this is Texas, y'all. We're talking about our Texas roll. Can't get those anywhere else. We're talking about Texas ranch because when you put jalapenos and ranch together and you dip it in with pizza, just drink it. Lastly, we got a pothole pizza because we had to name a pizza after our roads. You know what I'm talking about. Can't wait to see you soon. Find a Matangas near you.
2023 has been a landmark year for the Indoor Football League. Our 15th season saw tremendous growth, both on and off the field. Bold steps towards a bright future, cutting-edge fan engagement, and powerful new partnerships. And we're just getting started. There will be more in 2024. Calculated growth, strong franchises, and the best indoor football on the planet. The IFL.
And welcome back to Branded. Ralph Judkins along with Coach Manas here.
Yes.
And we had our challenge coin winner while we were away. That's Laura Tedder won the challenge coin. And if you were here next time, it could be you. Oh, there's Laura. Okay. Laura's standing up in front of the camera. And everyone say hi to Laura. Laura, say hi to everyone.
All right. Congratulations. Those are awesome.
Those are absolutely amazing. If you want to walk up here and hold it in front of the camera, Everyone else will be able to see the front side, beautiful.
And then the backside is
the backside looks
brand.
really familiar. Yeah, that's the branded logo. Thank you very much, and congratulations, Laura.
Okay.
Wow, that was exciting.
That was good.
That was really, really exciting. We wanted to talk about how important it is to have, as Inga brought up, the importance of having good corporate sponsors, good corporate partners in any business. That it is a lot like a marriage, and you just can't. It just doesn't work with everybody.
It's a no-brainer with them. I mean, they're just like we are. I mean, they're God Family Football. They're God Family Pizza. You know, I mean, they've got their priorities right. They've got, you know, everything. I'm more excited for the players that come and visit, and our home team getting to enjoy this food, because it's not like anything they've had before. It's that good.
I can't imagine visitor players coming and they're used to the same old.
Right. The
they
Domino's
They
boxes.
know the box. They see the box.
Right.
The orange box is the worst box. The white box with the red and blue is a little better. Ain't nothing like the black box they're gonna get.
Yeah. It's
nothing.
good pizza.
Nothing like this.
Yes, sir. So, where are we at?
Well, if anything else you wanted to say about any other sponsors before we move on to our fourth quarter?
No, probably not for about another week or two. We're dealing with a couple major sponsors right now that I think once they get announced, a lot of jaws are going to hit the floor. It's pretty exciting stuff. So we're just going to keep our mouth shut at this point and let James get his deals done, and
so we can just, everything's proceeding to plan. Yeah. Everything's just continuing at this.
$1 million. Yeah, so we're okay. Yeah, we're good.
Well, that's a number.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, okay. So we'll move on into the fourth quarter. Thank you very much for staying with us. You're watching Branded live from Matenga's Pizzeria in Schertz, Texas.
Dependability. It's expected by our customers, and it's demanded by me. I personally guarantee the certified techs we send to your home and the equipment we install are dependable. John Wayne's American Pride comfort systems are designed specifically for San Antonio's extreme heat and humidity and come with a lifetime warranty. Right now, get a complete new system with affordable monthly payments from $72, plus get no interest and no payments for 12 months. For comfort you can depend on, call John Wayne today.
And welcome back to the fourth quarter. What we really wanted to talk about tonight, Coach, was about camp. Okay. How do you in camp evaluate players and evaluate coaches?
Let's start with coaches first. So the coaches will come in a week to 10 days before the players do, and we'll finish up our syllabus on what our preparation is going to be as far as how we're going to teach camp, how we're going to install, how we're going to evaluate, player evaluation meetings, all those things, self-scouting, all the things that come into play. That really is not going to be a biggest factor as evaluating the players, because we'll have enough prep time as coaches that If I see something that I think a coach needs to add or subtract, I'll bring it up during that time, and it's just a conversation. So, and the one thing that's really important is to teach the coaches, depending on where they've come from. Now, 2 out of the 4 additional coaches have coached with me before. One of them, and the third one, has been a very great competitor of mine for a number of years. The fourth one, this will be my first time coaching with him. So I'm anxious to see, heard nothing but great things, but I'm anxious to see how that lays out. But when you're doing it and you're actually talking to the coaches, the biggest thing, the hardest thing to teach is that opinion is not required, nor is opinion wanted.
And to clarify, opinion is what you feel, but you don't have it backed up.
I never want to
by
hear the word, this is how I feel.
Right. It's about.
I want to hear, this is what it is.
These are the observations.
I want to hear facts.
These are the facts.
Okay, the guy runs a 4.3. Wow. Okay. Now, I think the guy's pretty fast when he runs a 4.7.
Well, if you can
I want
quantify
fact.
it.
I want fact.
Yep.
Right. The other thing is, and this will be taught to the players as well as the coaches, as well as to the support staff, is don't ever let circumstance dictate outcome. So I'll give you an example. You get a player comes in, says, "Hey, coach, I'm sorry I'm late." Really? Well, why were you late? I don't care why you were late. You were late. But why were you late? Well, my car wouldn't start this morning. Then I got on the road, and I went to get a breakfast sandwich, but the line was really long. And then I had to get gas, and then I got here, and I'm sorry I'm 10 minutes late. So that's fine. Give me $100. Okay? Great. Done. You let circumstance dictate outcome. The way you don't let that happen is I wake up an hour earlier, I leave 20 minutes earlier, a half hour earlier, I prep my clothes in the morning, I do all the things I need to do. I was an okay football player. Went pretty far. My biggest success story is, and I started playing when I was 5 years old. I'll be 64 in April. I've never been late for a meeting, and I've never missed a practice. So what chance do you think you have coming to me and saying, sorry, I'm late? After I've done it for over 50 years. You ain't got no chance. Coach, player, otherwise. You lose. So when I tell kids this is the biggest part of evaluation in camp. Are you letting circumstance dictate outcome? Are you taking a play off because you're tired? That might get you cut. It's not going to get you on the team. Shakespeare wrote, ask no quarter, give none. And I've always had that in my back of my head. And I kind of made it my own, which is basically, I've been on football fields where the player across from me would get pissed off because I would block him as hard as I could and the play was going away. And he would ask me, why are you doing that? We could take this one off. And that's when I know I own that son of a bitch.
Right.
Right, because now I'm going to hit him every play as hard as I can and do what I need to do and make him just literally hate coming out, right? And I wasn't exceptional to do that. So you can imagine when exceptional left tackles or exceptional linebackers do that stuff, how that can dictate the outcome of a game. I told Susan something the other day. I said, I want my players to fight for every inch. And I want them to think of an inch as a gold brick. And every time you don't gain that inch, you leave a gold brick on the ground. Because at the end of a game, if I collect 36 gold bricks, I collected a yard. I made a yard come out of nowhere. That may be a touchdown, right? If I can convince the 7 other guys next to me in indoor football to do the same thing, and we can collect 20 yards, 30 yards in a game by doing that. That little extra, that little bit more, then that's how we're going to do it. Now, how do you achieve that? How do you get yourself to be prepared to get that extra inch, that gold brick? You bust your ass at practice. You condition. You come into camp prepared so I don't have to spend 2 weeks getting you in shape. I hate running guys to get in shape. Because if I got to run you to get you in shape, I'm just going to go get another 20 guys that are in shape.
I would think that would be like a big no-no to show up to camp.
Oh, but here's the thing. It's different. Okay, here's the difference. This is what I love. You getting your cardio in? Yes, sir. What'd you do? Ran 3 miles on the treadmill. Fat chicks at the gym run 3 miles on the treadmill. Right. Go on a football field. Run 40-yard sprints. Run 100-yard sprints. Do all the things that are necessary. Do up-downs. Do calisthenics. Do everything that you need to do. Get on the bike. Don't ride the bike around the block. Ride the bike 50 miles if that's what you're going to do. Go walk 5 miles fast. Go do things that are going to make you uncomfortable. So when you come into camp, you can concentrate on learning the plays, learning your teammates, and doing everything. If I got to get you in shape when you come to camp, I will promise you, and all that you are listening right now, I will kill you.
Well, that eliminates a couple questions I had later for this quarter, which is like, how do you get cut and how do cuts happen?
That's how you get cut.
There's the first one right there.
Come into camp with a bad body, out of shape, poor attitude, thinking because I can bench 400 pounds, but I can't last 12 plays on the line of scrimmage in a row.
I did want to catch up because I did have a couple people checking in. Sergeant 5 says, will Gunslingers still have tickets on VetTix this season? I'm not sure.
Ask James.
And James, if he could hear me, might be able to flash an answer. And people are trying to get,
We have a question.
Yeah, will the Gunslingers still have tickets on VetTix this season? Unknown at this point, but thank you very much, Sergeant Fives, for asking.
We will find out for
Sergeant
you.
Fives also says, and is a snake in his picture, it looks like here, if you're 30 minutes early, you're on time. That's truly the military attitude. We're absolutely right there.
Okay, so I've got to give this speech on Friday, and I've been working on it. I will never compare a battlefield to a football field. I think that's ludicrous. But the guys that do the same type of man are generally the same type of football player, warrior mentality. Okay. And the one thing that always gets me is that, so as I'm doing this, I'm thinking, how do I want to address these kids? I love the speech by the Admiral who talks about just make your bed. I live by that. First thing I do in the morning is make the bed. The second thing they may come back and say is, okay, trust the process. We all know that's BS because you haven't explained the process.
Right.
So until you do that, right, do your job is another one. Can you do your job? Again, once you define it, then you can do all those things. But when you have a new audience like that, so one of the things I'm going to bring up, and I'm kind of leak it here a little bit, it's about being the best version of yourself. And God created you perfectly. Whether you think you're perfect or not, you're perfect in God's eyes. Now, you have to live up every day to being the best version of that. And when you don't end up being the best version of that, if you know you got to go run and lift and do this, or you know you got to work the overtime so you can get your kid a birthday present, or you know that you're going to have to, whether you own the business or not, you got to grab the shovel and jump in the ditch with your workers to get the job done. That's being the best version of yourself. That's what we have to convince our football team to be, is just be the best version of you, because we handpicked you. So you're pretty special already. But don't come in anything less than the best version of you. That's how you make this football team.
I think we've activated Sergeant Fives for this quarter. He says he only played high school football, but 2 days definitely made boot camp easier. I can definitely agree with that, and I'll go you one more. It sure as hell made jump school easier.
Yeah.
I knew there were limits, and I knew where they were, and pushing yourself beyond them, and that's what he says, and that's what the players got to be able to do.
Yeah, I can tell you, when I played, they didn't give us water. They did not give us water at practice, and we had 3-a-days. And they would go 3 hours apiece, and somehow you made it, right? And there's a will. There's a will there. And I had Marines that were coming out of their tour duty, and they would come and want to get their college degree and came to school, and they died in camp. They said, this is nothing like what we expected. You know, we thought it'd be easier. So
a lot harder than that. Well, we've made a commitment to the clock, and I want to keep that commitment to the clock. We're going to go ahead and head to our close here.
Well,
when we come back, we have our final things to do. We'll get to that when we return. We'll call this one a win for the Gunslingers. You are watching Branded live from Matanga's Pizzeria in Schertz, Texas.
Hey San Antonio, are you tired of the same old chain pizza that tastes like cardboard? I thought we were done eating paper in school. Maybe not. It's up to you. At Matanga's, we bring you flavors that are authentically Texan. We're talking about fresh dough that we made in store every single day. We're talking about cheese that's shredded in store for that authentic cheese flavor. We're talking about brisket because this is Texas, y'all. We're talking about our Texas rolls. Can't get those anywhere else. We're talking about Texas ranch because when you put jalapenos and ranch together and you dip it in with pizza, just drink it. Lastly, we got a pothole pizza because we had to name a pizza after our roads. You know what I'm talking about. Can't wait to see you soon. Find a Matanga's near you.
For generations, the family recipes at Carrabba's Italian Grill have been bringing people together. From the sweet smell of our scratch-made sauce to our rich layers of lasagna, we believe food made with love leads to tables filled with laughter. Dine with us or order out at Carrabba's.com.
2023 has been a landmark year for the Indoor Football League. Our 15th season saw tremendous growth, both on and off the field. Bold steps towards a bright future, cutting-edge fan engagement, and powerful new partnerships. And we're just getting started. There will be more in 2024. Calculated growth, strong franchises, and the best indoor football on the planet. The IFL.
And welcome back to our final segment, Game Over Gunslingers Win. And we have a special presentation for our winning team tonight. Tell us who it is, Coach Manas.
Marin Stubing. She made us a nice sign there. How do you like that, huh?
That is awesome, Marin.
Thank you,
very
sweetie.
much. That's going to have to go in the show archives.
Oh, no, we're going to frame that sucker,
Right.
Put it in the coach's office. What, are you kidding me? Come on.
There we go. There we go.
Thanks again. Thank you. Give her a big round, everybody. All right.
All right, well, let's wrap this up. We're legally obligated, and according to the Internet Bible, and it'll void our extended warranty if we don't remind everyone to go ahead and smash the like button, subscribe, and, of course, comment because, well, that's
how you get 10,500 views.
Yeah.
So we appreciate
Got to do
it.
that.
Yeah.
And, of course, I know we're closing fast on our end here, but we did have our coaches' trivia for the night. That's for everyone.
I have got a great trivia question, and
yeah, I didn't know.
I'm going to encourage everyone not to go on your phones.
Yeah, don't. It's more fun this way.
There's one animal in the world,
only one,
that poops squares. Okay, hold on. I got to give everyone a chance. That poops squares. One animal in the whole world. Okay, Marin.
And if you win it, the prize tonight is the blackout cap.
Oh, yeah, blackout cap.
If we haven't given it away already, the blackout cap.
If not, we'll get her one
If
tomorrow.
we're not, we'll get another one.
All right, so come on, tell us. Get in front of the camera and tell us.
Okay, so returning to the stage again, joining us tonight.
How do you know this?
I don't know how she knows this, but
Okay.
all right, here you go. Go ahead and tell us.
That's right, a wombat. From Tanzania.
Tanzania, because there's all kinds of weird stuff going on around Australia.
She won a hat.
So she wins the blackout hat.
She got the blackout hat.
Yes.
Good job, Barry. All right. I thought I had a hard one. I mean, I give up.
No one else knew it.
Who knows square poop?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. All right.
Who knows square poop? Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Okay, second to last item on the list. The burr under the coach's saddle blanket this week.
I think 2, 3. Michigan game, Lions game, and the fact that we had no snow in Michigan for Christmas, and I couldn't do the sleigh rides with the kids. That was a bummer. First one in a long time where I couldn't haul them around the woods in the sleigh and do all that. So,
well, you
hopefully
could
next
but
year.
It'd be a really long time in the mud room when they came back in.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
I don't think a lot of people in San Antonio know what a mud room is.
Oh, I'm sure they do. They call it, part of their tack room is a mud room.
Yeah.
So, anyway, where are we at?
Well, we are at the part where I say next show will be next week, because we're going to be running regular as we close in hot and heavy, 71 days to camp and all the way through the season. You think these shows are fun now? When do we get into the football season? Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Well,
so,
one thing we're going to do, though, and I'd love some input from the fans if they want this, but I'm going to start providing some clips. We'll do maybe a half a dozen clips per show showing some nuances of IFL football and the rules that go with them. And these are video clips provided by the IFL, and they're really good. I mean, they're entertaining as all get up to watch. But it'll explain to you some things, some nuances that you're going to want to learn before you yell at the refs or yell at me for doing something wrong.
It'll help you enjoy the game.
Know the rules. Did I ever tell you this in Toronto? So I'm coaching in Toronto. It's my first game in Toronto, and I'm all excited. I'm on the sideline, and I'm, into it. And the ball gets fumbled. And as it's getting fumbled, we were playing Montreal, and Montreal taps the ball out of bounds. And the ref goes, "Montreal's ball." And I go, and I'm screaming, and I'm on the field, and I'm yelling. They never had possession. They got to have possession of the ball. What are you talking about? I'm screaming. Flags are flying left and right. Ref pulls me over. He goes, "No, this Canadian Football League, all they have to do is touch it." And I thought, oh, my God, I got to learn the rules. And then it was learning everything and getting in depth with it. And once I got in depth with it, I could do my job better. But the point is that I really want our fans to understand the rules, because there's going to be a time I'm going to need you to be loud, and there's going to be a time I'm going to need you to be quiet.
Yeah, we need smart fans.
We need smart fans.
We need very, very smart fans.
Yeah, and we'll get them because they're passionate about the game. So.
Well, and it's time to go to the Grandpa Cam.
Oh, Grandpa
ISO
Cam.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
ready for time for the ISO Cam.
Well, first of all, Miss Susan's here, so I love you. Eli, Liliana, and Mila, it's time to go to bed. I love you. Good night.
This has been branded for January 3rd, 2024, recorded live at Matanga's Pizzeria. And as always, keep your guns up. Good night, everybody.